All praises to Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Krakadash. Praise your holy name. I'd like to give honors to them elders, apostles, that great millstone, that grinded, that help us in the spirit to preach this word that we are preaching right now. And to all the brethren that's in this truth with no gimmicks. And Jake loved to be a smart aleck. Yeah, Jake, you try to tell him something with wisdom and knowledge, and he always got a smart aleck answer. You try to tell him something real, realer than real. And he got a smart aleck attitude. And that's why he's going to be destroyed in Jacob's trouble and with them nukes. Because he's a smart aleck. Yeah, Jake, he's a smart aleck. He think he's wiser than anything. He think he got a sharp and direct answer for anything you give him. And that's why you're going to be destroyed, Jake. Because you're an asshole. Yes. This is the house of David. Yeah. The house of David, which we're gonna be princes and kings in. We're gonna be rulers over the house of David. It's gonna be Yahweh Shai, then David, then us. Yes. So the house of David, the tabernacle of David, is important for us to know about and learn about, because we're going to be deep in it. Believe that. We're going to be judging in it and judging wisely. We're going to judge smart aleck Jake and Miss Jacob. 2 Samuel 7:16. And thy house and thy kingdom shall be established forever before thee. Thy throne shall be established forever. So this house of David is going to be established forever. It's a done deal. We ain't going to be, grow old and then, our kingdom pass on to another. No. This house of David is going to be established forever through Yahweh Shai. 2 Samuel 7:27-29. For thy, O Yahweh of hosts, power of Israel has revealed to thy servant, saying, I will build thee an house. Therefore has thy servant found in his heart to pray this prayer unto thee. And now, O Yahweh power, thou art that power, and thy words be true, and thou hast promised this goodness until thy servant. Therefore now let it please thee to bless the house of thy servant, and that it may continue forever before thee. For thy, O Yahweh power, has spoken, and with thy blessings let the house of thy servant be blessed forever. Yes, so the house of David is going to be blessed forever. We had to go through this, good and evil, to find out, to test us and to know who we are, because he's not going to just let anybody rule in the house of David. You're going to have to go through the fire. You're going to have to endure to the end. You ain't going to be no iffy if. You ain't going to be like Jake with a smart aleck attitude. You're going to be humble. You're going to be meek. You're going to know how to be in this kingdom. Yes, you are. Because he's going to write the laws and the commandments inside you. 1 Kings 37 through 39. And I will take thee, and thou shalt reign according to all that thy soul desires, and shall be king over Israel. That's Yahweh Shai. And it shall be, if thou wilt hearken unto all that I command thee, and will walk in my ways, and do that is right in my sight, to keep my statutes and my commandments, as David my servant did, that I will be with thee, and build thee a sure house, and I will build for David, and will give Israel unto thee. And I will for this afflict the seed of David, but not forever. And did he not afflict us? But it wasn't going to be forever. We was afflicted, reincarnation after reincarnation. We was going through it. But this is the last of the last, And he was saying that to Solomon, that in reincarnation, became Yahweh Shai. If you brothers can feel that through the spirit, So he was telling this to Solomon, He was telling this to Yahweh Shai, He was saying, the king of King David's the house of David is gonna be established, but you're gonna be the king of Israel, and you're gonna rule, wherever your heart, thy soul desires, and shall be king over Israel, and Yahweh Shai is king over Israel. And it shall be, if thou wilt hearken unto all my commandments, and will walk in my ways, and do that is right in my sight, to keep my statutes and my commandments, as David my servant did, that I will be with thee, and build thee a sure house, as I built for David, and will give Israel unto thee, So Yahweh Shai had this kingdom already established before the earth was even here. The Father knew that he was going to give it to his son. Psalms 89, 3 and 4. I have made a covenant with my chosen. I have sworn unto David my servant. Thy seeds will I establish forever, and build up thy throne to all generations. Shalom. Yeah, so, he made a covenant, and I have made a covenant with my chosen. So, David is chosen. I have sworn until David my servant, So he didn't made a covenant until his chosen, Chosen, not chosen, chosen. Thy seeds will I establish forever, and build up thy thrones to all generations. So Yahweh Shai, as Solomon came through the direct loins from King David, and he said, I have sworn unto my servant David that thy seed will I establish forever. And that seed was Solomon, which in the reincarnation was Yahweh Shai, and build up a throne to all generations. Psalms 89, 27 and 29 through 29. Also I will make him my firstborn, higher than the kings of the earth. His firstborn. Now let's go to his firstborn. Revelations 1 and 5. And from Yahweh Shai, who is the faithful witness and the first begotten of the dead and the prince of the kings of the earth, unto him that loved us and washed us from our sins in his own blood. So that was the firstborn. Also, I will make my firstborn higher than the kings of the earth. So he's higher than all the kings of the earth. My mercy will I keep for him forevermore, and my covenant shall stand fast with him. His seed also will I make to endure forever, and his throne as the days of heaven. The house of David. Psalms 122 and 5. For there are set thrones of judgment, the throne of the house of David. So we're going to be judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And that's, for there are a set throne of judgment. That's the set throne of judgment. The throne of the house of David. Psalms 132, 10 through 12. For thy servant David said, turn not away thy face of thy anointed. The Lord hath sworn in truth unto David, he will not turn from it, or of the fruits of thy body will I set upon thy throne. The fruit of thy body, that he would set upon thy throne. And out of the loins of David came Solomon, which in reincarnation was Yahweh Shai, and the fruit of his body will I set upon the throne. And Yahweh Shai is going to be set upon the throne. If thy children will keep my covenant and my testimony that I shall teach them, their children shall also sit upon thy throne forevermore. So the children, so we gonna sit upon the throne, judging, princes and kings, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Isaiah 22 and 22. And the key of the house of David will I lay upon his shoulder. So he shall open and none shall shut, and he shall shut and none shall open. So the Most High Yahweh, and the key of the house of David will I lay upon his shoulder. So the Most High gonna lay the key of the house of David upon Yahweh Shai's shoulder. So he shall open it and none shall shut, and he shall shut and none shall open. So he got the keys to the house of David, Yahweh Shai, So he gonna open the door for who he willing to let it in, and he gonna shut it to who he not. So verily, verily, I say to you, I know you not. Dismiss. Get on from out of here. Jeremiah 17 and 25. Then shall there enter into the gates of the city kings and princes sitting upon the throne of David, riding in chariots and on horses. They and their princes, the men of Judah, and the inhabitations of Jerusalem, and this city shall remain forever. Yes. So we gonna be riding, in chariots, power, Ain't that a beautiful thing? They shall enter, So after we go through what we got to go through, the hour of temptation, this Jacob's trouble, endure to the end, This is what we got laid up for us, you know, and it shall remain forever. It ain't no going back into captivity. No more captivity. No more ass whoopings from Esau. Jeremiah 22:4. For if ye do this thing indeed, then shall there enter into my gates of the house kings sitting upon the throne of David, riding in chariots and on horses, he and his servants and his people. Yes, yes, yes. For if ye do these things, if you go, if you go out there on the highways and the hedges and preach this word, and what you call them, have them, encourage them to come into the house, do his bidding, live righteously, Indeed, then shall there enter into my gates of the house king sitting upon the throne of David, riding in chariots and on horses, he and his servants and his people. Yes, 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 yes. So servants, we're going to have servants, him and his servants and his people. It's a beautiful thing if we endure to the end. So don't give up this fight, brothers. Don't tap out. Jeremiah, but if you elect, you're going to endure to the end regardless. Jeremiah 33:15-16. In those days, at that time will I cause a branch of righteousness to grow up until David, and he shall execute judgment and righteousness in the land. In those days shall Judah be saved, and Jerusalem shall dwell safely. And this is the name wherewith she shall be called, the Lord our righteousness. Yes, 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 yes. So it's going to be a beautiful day in those days. He's going to raise up a branch of righteousness, in the house of David, until to grow up unto David, and he shall execute judgment. So, that 144,000 he going to raise up, In those days shall Judah be saved. Judah, you know what I'm saying? And Jerusalem shall dwell safely. We're dwelling safely. We ain't gonna worry about, that dirty peck of wood, honky cracker. Mark 11:10. Blessed be the kingdom of our father David that cometh in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest, So blessed be the kingdom of our father David, that come in the name of Yahweh Shah. Hosanna is in the highest. Blessed, blessed, the house of David, brothers, and we're in that house of David. If you're the elect and a part of that 144,000. Yes, yes, yes. You're a part of the house of David. Luke 1:32-33. He shall be great and shall be called the Son of the Highest, Yahweh Shah. And the Lord Yahweh shall give unto him the throne of his father David. Yes, yes, yes. Solomon, Solomon was King David's son, and in reincarnation, Yahweh Shah. And if you can receive it, Melchizedek. And he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever, and of his kingdom there shall be no end. So of Yahweh Shai kingdom, there is no end. Partner. Acts 2:30. Therefore, being a prophet and knowing that Yahweh has sworn with an oath to him that the fruits of his loin, the fruits of the loin according to the flesh, he would raise up Yahweh Shai to sit up on his throne. So the fruits of King David loins, that was Solomon, that was Yahweh Shai. According to the flesh, not the spirit, but according to his fleshly thing, he came out of King David, and Yahweh Shai came out of him. That the fruits of his loins, according to the flesh, he would raise up Yahweh Shai to sit on his throne. So that right there, the house of David. Revelations 3:7. And to the angels of the church of Philadelphia writes, these things said he that is holy, he that is true, he that has the key of David, he that opens and no man shuts, and shuts and no man opens. Yes. So he has the keys of David, so he got the key, the key to the kingdom, the only the elect gonna enter. And when he shut it, nobody else is coming in, Believe that. He opens and no man shuts it. Revelations 3:10. Because thou hast kept thy words of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Yes, so he's going to keep us, brothers. He's going to keep the house of David from the hour of temptation that's going to come, It looks like with this coronavirus, he lays up, Esau. He's gonna push that into full thing now. We see that he done shut down the NBA. He shut down all type of things. So this Jacob's trouble is right here. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. A prophecy away, one prophecy away. It might be right now, in a few weeks, we not knowing. But Jacob's trouble is here. And at our temptation, he's going to help us, endure it to the end. All you got to do is stay strong. Revelations 5:10. And has made us unto all power kings and priests, and he shall reign on the earth. Yes. And he has made unto our power kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth. Yes. So we shall reign on the earth in the house of David, kings and priests. Revelations 22:16. I, Yahweh Shai, have sent my angels to testify unto you these things in the churches. Yes, so Yahweh Shai sent us, to testify to y'all, to the church, unto these things in the church. I am the root and the offspring of David. He is the root and the offspring. The offspring, that's right. He's the root and the offspring. Solomon, reincarnation, Yahweh Shai. I am the root and the offspring of David, and the bright and the morning star. Yes, yes, yes. So as this house of David right now is being established, these camps, popping up everywhere, preaching this good word, the 144 getting sealed, the elect. Yes, yes, we are the house of David. Yes, 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 yes. And Yahweh Shai is the ruler, of the house of David, the king. Yes, 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 yes. And we got to give all praises to Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Krakadash. The house of David, brothers. Shalom.